Alright, welcome back to the White Lotus Society. Last time, we fucking killed a big old nightmare chimera mech dragon guy. Um, with rapid transformations that attacked the library. After a prior session in which the group had finally met back up before this fight, as well as had gone on a mission with the Gaius to a tower on the outskirts of the city that the library makes up, basically, to find a key that they need to access a quote-unquote great artifact. So, now that everybody has met back up, you guys are all here chilling. You just killed this giant beast, after which Crosswise needed to recover for a moment because he could not properly attune to the level of magic that Osei possessed when they did their combined rider kick. And yeah, you guys are all told by Gaius that you need to head with him to a deeper level of the library. Luckily, you guys did not need to go up, because that would have been really fucking bad. It would have been really fucking bad. So, yeah. If there is anything you guys would like to do before heading deeper into the library, you can. Um, Mainly because, like, technically there's, like, the area just outside the library that you guys can look for shit at, because it's like a bunch of abandoned shops and stalls and stuff while everybody else is fighting outside, but that's up to y'all, really.
I gotta look for the warlord, right? So
You do have to look for the warlord here, correct?
And me and Lake possess the relic from the train heist, correct?
That is also
Or
correct.
is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought
Let's
we
do
were
it.
giving it to the
Yeah,
commissioner.
you have
since we showed
you
up.
have the Snow Queen's mask, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, the commissioner and judgment are also here, yeah. But if there's nothing else that you guys would like to do, then you guys can head to, actually, I guess technically, Osei, you specifically, can you roll wisdom for me? Uh, so deeper into the, like, you guys begin, we'll say you begin heading down since nobody had to do anything. You guys begin heading down, uh, deeper into the library. It seems that there's like there's like secret paths and shit all over the library, because it basically functions as like a giant book city with a bunch of magic in it. And there's a bunch of secret tunnels and pathways and stuff that eventually lead deeper underground under the library, that is not normally accessible, that you are following Gaius through, as he leads you into there, telling you that the Witch King is waiting somewhere in there for you guys. While you guys are heading in, Osei detects a magic that is very similar to the first Witch King. Upon, like, you guys taking a step towards this underground passageway, now also on top of that, Osei and Lake, both of you roll wisdom, specifically you two. I guess technically Lemisk as well. What a roll, this guy.
You said roll wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah, correct.
I am desperately trying to get into my character sheet. Can you tell me what my wisdom is?
Okay.
Making like triple confirm.
It is 50.
Thank you.
Also, great roll from you as well, Quay. Okay, so
Okay, we're in.
Lemisk and Osei, do notice while stepping down a very familiar, somewhat corrupted magic that is in the vicinity. To which, because two of you have noticed, the commissioner also notices when you guys are heading down. Osei and Lemisk, because you guys rolled so high, you can tell that this is the energy of Deirdre and Vindred, who you guys saw not too long ago at the undisclosed island off the coast of technically the White Lotus Society.
Okay. I let everyone know who we're dealing with. Hey guys, this aura that I'm feeling is Deirdre.
That it is, Lemisk. That it is. It would seem she has company. Luckily, she doesn't feel like a dreamer yet. So, I guess not too dangerous, but those nightmare corruption powers get a little scary. But I'm sure, I mean, we have enough people here for us to not be scared, I suppose. And upon saying all of this, Samuel does walk in front of you guys. He does begin taking steps in front of all of you to just make sure. And you guys head further into this deeper area of the library. It feels almost as if there's another library under this one. Kind of like as if there was something that was like destroyed or abandoned here that this was built on top of. And you guys rolled good enough to be able to track this energy that Deirdre and Vindred give off exactly in these like twisting pathways down here. Kind of curious on how they got here without knowing anything about how to get in, and also like getting here around the same time as you guys, despite you guys literally being teleported here while they were still on the island. But you guys can pinpoint their location among all these halls and twisting like weird bookcases that kind of lead into more rooms and stuff. So you guys can pinpoint where they're at and can choose to I mean, what do you guys want to do with that information, with knowing their exact location down here?
I'd like to look around, especially if there's anything like more like a hidden entrance of any sort.
Roll dex.
Can I help him look?
Yeah, you can look as well. You can also roll dex.
Huge. That's
Wow. Yeah, no, you guys you guys look around and it just looks like a bunch of walls of books. Old ruined books that are kind of like
pull a muscle in my neck.
I'm sorry about this, fellas.
It's fine. I start pointing out to Lake. I'm like, Lake, these books are. And I lose track of time as I just look at the covers of each of these books.
Only some of them are
Yeah.
readable.
I start
It's-
pulling a
like-
couple out like they're like a lever, as if they would activate a hidden entrance. And by the third one, I just pull it out and I hold it up to Crosswise. I'm like, this one's fucking huge.
I couldn't fill a book that large.
Let me roll to see if you get heard ripping a bunch of books off the shelves.
I wasn't ripping them off the shelves. I'm pulling on them like a lever. What the hell, man?
What the hell, man? I mean, no, I was just more so rolling to see if they detected that you were in their vicinity, more or less.
Yes.
So yes, she can tell that there are other people down here. She can't tell exactly who it is. She'd actually have to have rolled over an 85 for that. She can't tell exactly who it is or how many of you there are, but she can tell that there's definitely more than one person that's like in her vicinity down here. And you guys kind of pick up that she begins moving, but you cannot tell if it is towards you or away from you for now. You're kind of at like this intersection of a hallway. It goes into 4 different directions. There are books on all the walls, and there are like, rooms on, that there are these books kind of are the walls. Like the bookshelves are kind of the walls. And so there are some rooms that kind of are created as like there aren't doorways, they're just little alcoves that lead into like rooms that are entirely made of books, basically. And you guys kind of, or they have like some like old gadgets and shit in them. And you guys can detect that within these long, narrow hallways, within one particularly to your north, there's like on the left side, there's like 3-4 rooms. On the right side, there's like 2, and it goes on for a long fucking time. And you can tell she's in one of the rooms on the left, and she begins to move. But you guys can't tell if there's in like another direction in there that she ends up heading, if she's gonna come out, whatever. You guys just know that she has begun to move.
I would signal with my hand to huddle up a little bit. And I think we might want to prep a surprise assault or detainment.
Before we do that, I also sensed another presence. Something similar. Feels almost similar to my new latent abilities.
Yeah, that actually, that does make sense, Osei. There is a, well, the artifact we're here for, that we have the key for, it would be the explanation for that. Granted, we still need to find the Witch King so that he can open the door, but that presence you're feeling is the magic that orb gives off, called the Dream Orb. It was created by the first Witch King a long fucking time ago. Very, very long time ago. And it was basically a condensed version of the last of her remaining power before she was cast out. Well,
I feel
it's
though that is important.
technically the artifact has a different name, and that's only part of it. But the key that we have is basically the power source for the Dream Orb. And then the Dream Orb is used to power a far greater artifact.
Then we must reclaim it.
We do have to get there before they do.
I guess if since Osei was in the other plane with Cecilia, right?
Yeah.
Would it be possible if he could, at any moment in time, I guess, communicate with her in some way?
You can roll a wisdom check for me to do a spirit walk and see if she is present. The spirit walk you can always just do, but you have to roll to see if you can channel her on your spirit walk.
Okay. And you said roll what exactly?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Well,
You do not. You attempt to meditate and begin spirit walking. You sense the. You do, upon doing this, sense the souls of all of the other living beings in this area, as you have like an attachment to the land itself now with your new power. And you can detect uh something strange with Deirdre and Vindred. With not only are they heading towards your current group's location, you can detect by the way their spirit is moving because you can track spirits, but you can feel no ill intent from their spirits. Which is the strange thing, is they do not feel like they are holding any kind of ill will or violent intent. But you try to channel Cilio's power to go on a spirit walk with her and maybe learn more about what's going on. But upon trying to channel her power, it kind of like causes your spirit to get like forcefully pushed back into your body because it cannot fully control the nature of the dream magic yet, as you are not fully attuned yet. It is still a process that is currently ongoing.
it didn't work. That's fine. Well, it feels as though they are not here to make. I guess they don't seem like they want to fight us. At least off of their energy alone.
You did also detect that her energy is slightly less corrupted than it was. Slightly less nightmarish. Still nightmarish, but slightly less. It seems like when she did the ritual at the island, it seems to have purified some of her, which means that she does have some amount of like dream stuff infused into her, but it's like so little that it's not something she can activate. Is there anything you guys would like to do, knowing this information, before she potentially heads towards you guys?
So we shouldn't set up a surprise confrontation. I say to the group.
Hmm. It wouldn't be a bad idea, Cross, but I don't know. It just feels like we could find other ways or means of communication. But
Okay.
I am not the only voice here. Chronos, Lake, Surlamisk.
I'm always for confrontation.
Of course you are.
If it means that we could avoid a little bit less trouble, I would like to take that path.
I see.
Lamisk.
Oh hell no. Bro's
The
dead.
gods have taken him. No.
Fuck.
Too late.
How could this happen so early in his life?
God damn it. How did we let this happen? No.
It's like one of those murder mystery films where he's like missing. He's like actually gone.
I just honestly, nephew, I just don't know. I just don't know. I feel like all of you have matured enough, have grown enough to take the forefront of this team. And so
We're currently
I
split
w-
50-50.
Yeah,
I
you're
know,
the deciding
I,
vote.
You are
I
literally the
know,
deciding vote.
I know, I know, I know. I am the deciding vote. I know. I was just gonna get to that. Nephews. I look at Osei and I put my hand on his shoulder. And I look at Lake and I put my hand on his shoulder.
Wait, actually? Oh. At the same time?
At the same time.
Wait.
Roll
No, 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 no,
wisdom.
no, no, no.
Roll
No.
wisdom for me,
Wait.
buddy.
Roll. Oh, roll wisdom? Oh, okay.
Roll wisdom for me. This might be big. Okay, roll that wisdom roll is actually okay because your wisdom is 100. Roll me endurance as well. Miss.
That's it. Hell yeah.
Endurance.
That's pretty good. So upon doing this, you, with the nightmare corruption that actually resides within you, kind of act as a conduit between both nightmare and dream magic, as both flow into you, which is noticeable to you, but it doesn't feel painful. It just feels strange. But you can feel both of them kind of intertwining with the corruption that is in your body at the same time. And kind of like not rewriting anything because it's not like changing you genetically or anything, but you can feel as if though there's a battle for like actually attempting to purify your corruption in your body. So roll me a raw d100. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. Yeah, so you will not get any of the corruption from Lake through this, and any corruption you do have on you right now, any of the stacks that you have, goes down to 0. So I'll just do that real quick. And upon that happening, we are not, you do not know what it is going to turn into, but your nightmare corruption does evolve into something else. Not necessarily negative, but it doesn't fully uncorrupt you either. But you don't know what it is yet, so I will not change it on your sheet yet. It's a very specific interaction that could only happen to you at this current point in time. So
I feel this and I don't know what's happening. However, I'm believing that this is a sign from the god and goddess
of course.
that what I say is true. And what I feel right now is true about both my nephews.
Hmm.
And that in this time, and I go back in and I continue, the time that we have spent together, I think I know the both of you.
Hmm.
Lake, we're gonna go with your plan.
Ooh.
Because I know in everyone's heart they will want to battle.
Oh shit. That's hard as fuck. Okay.
Thank
Well, I guess that's decided. Yeah, so you guys want to set up this surprise ambush of sorts for her and Vendred. As you know, they are heading towards you guys, but not straightforward through the hallway, through like a weird maze of rooms that they have to work their way through to get to you guys. You're still at this intersection between all the hallways, so what do you want to do, knowing that she is coming from the north? There are 3 other hallways next to you with a few rooms on each of them.
Are we setting this ambush first? How we setting this up for this?
Well,
Well, we want to flank on both sides, so there's that.
Mhm.
But are bookshelves, all of them like resting against a wall, or are there bookshelves that are literally like just one bookshelf and there's technically a hall like in between them? So like I say this insofar as like could somebody, like if a book was missing, shoot something through them?
So, in the halls, it is a lot of bookshelves against walls, so
Uh-huh.
that probably wouldn't work.
Yeah.
and in the rooms, a lot of the walls are bookshelves. So,
Question:
hmm.
Could I? Can I use the World of Forms
Mm-hmm.
to make it feel like the hallway is longer?
Hmm.
That's
Or
Holy shit.
place more shelves than there actually
yeah.
is.
That is actually a pretty good idea. Roll wisdom with uh because of hold on, let me actually check this just to make sure. Uh would you pay mental for this?
Yeah, I'll pay. I'll pay mental for it.
Okay. You can drop um 30 mental for plus 30 to this roll.
I bet.
And it's a wisdom roll. It's gonna be like kind of hard to do, but it shouldn't be like super difficult because you do have the means to do it. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. So you kind of stand at the front of the or where the northern hall would end and meet this little intersection you're at, and you put both of your arms to each side of the hallway. As you do, magic extends from your hands, and people watch as the world around them begins to seemingly shift as both behind you guys and forward, it seems as though the hallways have extended greatly. There are numerous bookshelves on the wall that did not previously exist, as well as the walls themselves seem to be further apart. It is no longer a narrow hallway, it is now pretty large. And it feels as if though like the hallway doesn't end going forward at this point in time. It seems limitless. And there are somewhat faux bookshelf walls that exist due to this, due to the widening of the hallway.
Great job. This will help with our ambush. We should layer our ranged attackers behind these faux walls and place our physical attackers with them in blind spots.
Anyone doing anything else?
I mean,
Am I done
No,
casting
I'm
this?
just ready
Yeah.
to go.
Okay.
Okay.
I will then pray for our protection.
you can roll me a wisdom check. That's not super great, but it's fine. You still get buffs here. So you guys all get a 5 to Agi and a 5 to Dex.
I'd add you 5 to Dex.
Yelp.
Add you. Oop. Dex. Okay. Already then.
And you guys
Um.
uh
So everyone's done with that, right?
yeah, you guys roll stealth
I
you got
oh
something? What do you want to do?
I was gonna try and order farm. I'm gonna sit in the middle of the hallway.
Okay, so no surprise, no stealth here for you guys, even though the entire plan was stealth.
Oh, no stealth, that ruins it for everyone. All right,
You're gonna stand in the middle of the hallway where she can see you when she's coming down the hallway. Yes.
Well, she already knows there's multiple people.
She knows there's multiple people. She doesn't know your exact locations.
You're right. Okay. I'm not gonna ruin this for everyone. All right. We'll say
You're
that
just
for
gonna sit there in the middle of the hallway, arms crossed.
Yeah.
Get past
Yeah,
me.
crazy work.
After we just went through all the effort to like summon these new walls up and everything.
Never
That's
mind.
crazy.
We'll say that for another time.
Yeah.
All right then. That goes back.
So all of y'all gotta roll Agi just to set up for stealth.
Yeah.
It's not a super hard check because he put the little illusion down. But that is good, Lemisk. You will be fine. You will not get detected. Great setup from Cross. He's going to be the person that makes the first move when it comes up. That is... Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Luckily,
he's behind a bookshelf. Luckily, yeah.
well, I mean, your stat is so high that it passes, but like I almost don't want to pass it off of principle, but it passes. Your stat's high enough, it passes. Everybody roll Agi, Osei, and Lake.
Gotcha.
Oh man,
Yeah,
almost
that's
ruined it
fine.
anyway.
This needs to be over a 70, and like you were almost there. Yeah, you guys all set up in your spots perfectly. Crosswise will be able to make the first move. She literally cannot even attempt to detect him when she's walking down the hallway. Her and Vindred finally eventually pass by, taking note of how strange the hall seems compared to how it was before, but not able to necessarily like gauge what it is about it that's wrong. However, she is able to detect that there is something amiss and that there are potentially people here like set up for her, but she doesn't detect exact locations aside from she technically does actually detect like 3 people's exact locations, but not fast enough for her to not get caught by Crosswise. Crosswise, what do you wish to do upon her walking down the hallway and realizing that there are people set up for her here?
I will grapple. So I'll like basically full Nelson.
Okay.
And then wrap the chains around mine and their body.
Okay. So you want to, which one do you want to grapple? Do you want to grapple Deirdre or Vindred?
From my character's knowledge, because I don't know 100%, like, which one do I think grappling would be effective on? Like, because some of these types of characters sometimes have teleports and what have you.
Well, you know that Deirdre has time shit from you guys' interaction with her at the Coliseum.
Okay, then yeah, probably that. And then the idea would be that if I wrap chains around both of us, etc., even if they time stop, it would be a bit difficult.
Yeah. Okay. You can attempt to like jump over one of these fake walls and grapple her. Roll strength. Her strength is very, very weak. Roll strength. Just because this is gonna be funny. I mean, I almost don't. Again, say you're in proximity to Chronos, so you know what? Hey. Anyways, it still passes. It's fine. You do jump behind her and attempt to grapple her. She can't break free of it. It catches her completely off guard because your ad roll was so good, and you grab her from behind and you attach your chain to her. As Vindred looks over to you and notices that there is like, oh shit, there's a guy here. What do the rest of you want to do while Vindred is distracted here?
I'm gonna run up to him and knee him in the jaw.
Oh my god. Immediate violence is crazy. So yeah, you can do that. I mean, he turns around, so just roll Agi and don't fuck this one up. Just roll Agi.
I'm probably gonna fuck it up.
Just don't fuck it up. It's fine. Just don't fuck it up.
It's fine. It's fine.
Just don't fuck it up.
Also, I just want to say it's very funny that one of the people who voted for non-violence runs up and knees him in the chat.
I voted for.
You voted for non-violence. That is what you said.
No
you did say no confrontation, and now here we are. So this guy does have the dex stat that's been looking for you guys. So this would be really funny if he can tell that you're about to run up and attack him. As you attempt to attack him, he like turns. I'll have him roll Agi. His Agi is also 60. So oh whoops, his Agi is also 60. So there's a high chance that he just straight dodges this shit. Yeah, he does. He dodges it as like he turns to crosswise, and then he hears you like running up behind him, and as you jump up to like lunge your knee towards his jaw, he like pushes himself back. Uh, and he looks at you, and then looks at crosswise, and then looks towards all the fake walls, and he's like. He like looks at all you, he's like surprised, like you see his eyes like darting around. He obviously is like not prepared for combat currently. He does not have his weapon on him. It's something that Lemisk and Osei are able to notice, is that he had a very like particular revolver that he carried around that is not on his person, that he had when they saw him in the island. So the fact that you guys are just attacking them and being able to tell that this guy is like not defenseless, obviously, but he's obviously not like prepared, is kind of like, ooh, not a great look.
Yeah. I'm not gonna request to change it, but I did fuck up. I forgot about my skill.
You forgot about the skill? Oh, the plus 20?
It's plus 10.
That's plus 10?
I'm not gonna ask to
I
reroll
still wouldn't give you the plus 10 because his dodge was like he dodged it.
Yeah.
So you're good.
I was just
it's
saying,
fine.
I'm fucked up.
But yeah, so Lemisk and Osei can tell that he is very obviously not equipped for combat. As Deirdre kinda like looks at him and then looks at Chronos, and then looks toward the bookshelf that Lemisk and Osei are behind. And she kind of turns to Crosswise and she's like, this is not a ideal situation. But, we actually didn't come here for violence this time.
Do you have somebody who can corroborate that story?
Well, the fact that my friend doesn't have his gun with him should suffice for that. But, I mean...
You mind telling us your goal?
That is a fair point. Well, we are here to try to help out the library and make sure that it doesn't get destroyed in this conflict.
The conflict between the warlord and somebody else?
Well, the warlord is here just because it's her territory, but no, the person attacking you guys actually, well, used to work with us. But this is purely a war between him and the library.
Would you be able to aid us in stopping this conflict?
And that was the plan. That's why we got here. We had to teleport into the depths of the library instead of on the, I guess, outside. Because we're kind of...
Did somebody send you?
No. This is a mission that I am taking on my own. I only managed to convince him to help me. But I mean, our strength is proven.
Could you lead us to the battle?
Could you let go of me?
I let go. I keep like a chain a little bit, but it's like more of a formality.
She like she kind of like, you let go over and she like lurches forward a little bit and like starts like shaking her shoulders off. She kind of like pulls out her staff that like fell when you grabbed her. She picks her staff up and she like points it in the air, and it looks as if for a second she's gonna cast a spell, but you actually see it kind of displays like a... Oh, what was that, Cam?
They haven't noticed me yet, right?
No, you're the only person here that has been noticed.
Okay, when she raises her staff, can I take a picture?
You can do that, yeah. Roll Dex. Well, actually, roll Agi first, because I want to see if you do it fast enough here.
Yeah, fair enough.
That'll work. She just recovered from being grabbed, I guess. Roll Dex for a good shot through the bookshelf that you're hiding behind.
Oh my.
Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. That is a perfect picture. That is an EX picture of Deirdre holding the time staff. That is, yeah. That is great. That is great.
And I'm assuming there's some sort of noise from the camera.
So
I'm just gonna walk out. Be like, don't run.
Yeah, yeah. She looks over towards you and kind of like rolls her eyes for a second and then like finishes shooting out what was coming out of the staff. You guys think it's a spell, but it's actually a she displays like kind of a hologram, I guess, of it's more so like a hologram's a good way to describe it. She like is able to trap the blueprints of an area in time and like present it in 3D with her staff. And so she shows you guys the castle in the floating society, the Dreamer Society that they work at. And upon throwing that out, she tells you guys to like she kind of like starts moving it around and like zooming in on certain areas and stuff, and she shows you guys a like basically what looks to be like a keyhole of some kind, something that needs some kind of power source. And she says,
so that there was something here at one point, a key that was needed to power the entirety of the floating city. We stole it. It was taken from us by a third party, but it's still not in their possession, so it's okay, I suppose. However, this is important because this key is not too dissimilar from the orb that you guys are looking for down here. But it's kind of the opposite in a way. We were thinking that if we could obtain that key and bring it up to the city, we could bring it down. And I know it seems a bit weird. You know, you guys know that that's my work up there. We've fought in the past. But I want to bring it down. There's somebody up there that pissed me off, and you know what? They wanted to steal my project from me, so nobody can have it. That's what I say.
And when you say bring it down, are we landing it?
Crashing it
we're bringing it to the land.
so violently.
It depends on if we can move it beforehand. We could drop it into the void.
How many people live on the floating island?
It's a great question. How many like sentient living beings are up there?
Yeah. How many sentient living beings are up there?
Well, see, there's a lot of experiments and shit up there, so it's hard to explain. I don't like that tone, like that was fucked up. Anyways, I would say, honestly, probably only a couple hundred. For as big of a like floating continent as it is, and the fact that it's ever expanding,
Then
there
I'm
aren't
okay with
that
that
many
plan.
living beings up there. And
Okay.
most of the living beings are either members of the organization or hired mercenaries that knew the risks when they took the job. So
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. Throw in the void, if possible.
throw it in the void if possible. Yeah, so I guess there is one caveat to this plan. There is somebody that we have to fight. The man who took the project from me. I will say that my original goals, my original ambitions were also, one could say, tainted. But what he has turned it into is something that disgusts me.
Sure.
So,
Fair enough.
but
Interesting.
he the part that is a problem is that he himself is a dreamer and not one of the new ones. He's one of the originals. He's the one that showed us how to harness the nightmares and stuff.
Harnessing nightmare energy?
Yeah, that's yeah. It's it's complicated. But he was the one that started our well, partially started our experiments and whatnot. He taught Gilgamesh how to run them, but after Gilgamesh died, he took over and just decided he was going to do what he wanted. He said that we were no longer necessary, and by we I mean me and my group. Unfortunately, most of my group was dead by then, and so I got kicked out.
I see. Well, it would seem unlikely allies come together. So, if you can help us with this situation, and nobody dies as of, and Mary approves of some of the mission, then I'm fine with helping.
There is so problem is that this war is a distraction, partially. There's a greater goal here. See, they just kind of want to destroy the library because they think that it poses a threat. I originally kept the library alive because the amount of energy that it would funnel into the floating city would be vast. But obviously, considering I've been kicked out, that's no longer my plan. But I do know what they're looking for. Not only do they want to destroy this place, which is realistic, but that's not their main objective. Their main objective is to look for absolute control over living weapons. They've ran experiments to create corrupted, nightmarish versions of them. I'm sure you met them. You guys met the first one. Well,
Sure.
the first success story, Muramasa. They know the location of Graham. That's where they're headed.
Sure.
So,
See.
we have to deal with the situation here in the library fast. And then we have to somehow get you guys to Graham as fast as possible, while the rest of us
That's my
handled the
plan.
finishing of the fight.
We were contracted, Mary and I and Riddle, to help the warlord, in exchange for expedient travel where we were going, which happens to coincide with what you're talking about.
Well, that's great. Uh, hmm. So, my plan here is me and Vindred will go out there and try to set up some kind of defense. Vindred specializes in defensive magics. Maybe we can place some kind of barrier or some kind of time lock, as me and him tend to do. While this happens, you guys get everything with this artifact down here set up so that we can maybe end this early or it becomes a problem.
And then she looks towards Samuel, who kind of like, you know, comes into view now because him, Judgment, and Gaius had walked like way down the hallway so that you guys could enact your plan. And they begin walking towards you guys and finally make it there. And she looks at Samuel and she's like,
you're gonna need to call off your little game, Samuel. Hercules is making his way to the White Lotus Society to speak. He himself is launching an attack there, another distraction for the group that he's sending towards Grant.
And upon hearing that, Samuel's like eyes kind of widen and he looks towards Judgment. And Judgment like and him kind of like whisper back and forth for a little bit. And you see Samuel look towards all of you. And he goes, well, it seems there is going to be a war among dreamers. So, until further notice, the next season is postponed, I guess. Shit. Your group is really interesting. Really, really interesting. He says, looking directly at Osei. And he's like, well, I've got to head out and take care of that. Me and the White Lotuses can, I guess, hold them off. They're trying to spread us as thin as they can, I guess. Interesting play. Once you guys get Graham, I'm gonna need you guys to, do that job for me I told you about. You guys remember a long time ago I told you guys about the Isle of Demons? Well, I'm gonna need you guys to head there. There's an important man there I want you to meet. Another dreamer. One of the originals. He locked himself away on that island. And we're gonna have to free him. Simple as that. Is it smart? But is it necessary? Probably. So. You guys know what you gotta do. Find Graham. Go to the Isle of Demons. And you'll be updated with what to do when you get there. But I guess wait. And then he looks towards Lake for a second. And then back towards Deirdre. And he goes, you said they're looking for control over the living weapons? And she like shakes her head a little bit. And he looks over at Lake and he goes, do you know where your dad's at currently?
We haven't really talked in a while. He I guess he left me in charge of the Northern Wind. And I mean, that would have been maybe a year ago, over.
Okay. That means that he's probably finally going to do it then. Alright. Well, I suppose, you won't just be finding Graham where you're going. As far as I know, at least. People know the location of Graham, then he's probably close to the vicinity of the area in which the Pridwin is, and if that's the case, then where he's at is actually the gate to the home of the living weapons. Yeah, that's gonna be a whole fucking mess. We're gonna have to deal with that quick. Alright. Well, I leave this to you guys. Mary's trustworthy. You guys are trustworthy. Deirdre gave us information, so fuck it. But I've got to go deal with the strongest of the dreamers, so we'll see how that goes. And you see him like open a portal in the air and like jump through it. And as he does, you guys see like Judgment kind of like look towards all of you. And he walks over towards Deirdre and kind of whispers something to her. And then Deirdre looks at all of you and after hearing what he says and goes,
if you guys can get the artifact that you guys are looking for in a fast manner, then me and the Truth Seekers can set up a defensive here while you guys go look for Graham. That would be the fastest option.
I'm not opposed to it.
Let's go.
Alright, good luck. Me, Judgment, and Vindred will go meet with the rest of the Truth Seekers. We'll try to set up some kind of time lock or barrier outside.
and then her and Vindred head off with Judgment down the southern hallway that you guys came from. And with that, Gaius, who now realizes that this is far greater than his pay grade, just kind of like, he kind of like looks back and forth for a little bit and looks at all you guys and doesn't even say a word and just keeps on walking, assuming you guys will follow.
Mary's here now, or is
Yeah, Mary is here. She was fighting.
Yeah.
She was playing Dynasty Warriors for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mary, think we should go down and fuck up whoever's attacking Warlord and get to our prior mission.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, honestly, I think that we'll probably find both. If she's down here and not on the battlefield, I would assume that she's on the battlefield, but I would assume we'll find out about where she is down here at least. Because she was probably hired, if I had to guess.
Sure. Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens when we get there. Is the Witch King even down here?
She says, as like from behind Gaius, and you see Gaius kind of getting annoyed, and like the longer you guys walk on for, and he's just sitting there, and he's just like muttering to himself, just like over and over, like you hear him complaining about like, this guy's always fucking late. Why is he always so fucking late for? I don't fucking get it. He's always late. Always like, he's never here when we need him. He's never there to help. He's always just there. He's always just there at the latest possible time when it's the least helpful. And he's just sitting there like getting like more increasingly angry. As you guys kind of like at this point are waiting in front of a door that seems like magically bound that you guys can't really tell how to open. And Gaius is just sitting there like pacing back and forth, muttering to himself. He's like starts throwing the key in his hand, throwing it around just out of boredom. while you guys are waiting for any sign of the Witch King to appear. And as you do, you like, you know, after maybe like 20 minutes, like it really is an annoying amount of time, you see the big ass door in front of you guys begin to open. And you see the Witch King, who Osei has spoken to before, appear from behind the doors, looking actually like he has just woken up, kinda. He like starts wiping his eyes, like looking towards all of you, and then looks at Gaius, and then looks in his hand, and then looks at the rest of you. He's like, is that the key? That is the key. Oh shit.
Overslept, it seems.
Well, I have to rest to recharge a lot when I use too much of my magic. So, not necessarily sleep by choice. This is a grave situation after all.
I can empathize with not sleeping by choice.
You and me both, brother. And he like, Gaius hands him the thing, and he looks towards all of you, and he goes, "Wait a second. What are all you doing? Wait a second. Holy shit." And he like steps in front of Osei, like detecting the magic emanating from him, and looks towards the rest of you, like with his eyes open, like he's like wide awake now, as if he has just seen something that like scares him tremendously. And he just looks at Osei and he bows. And Gaius's eyes like shoot open, and he looks at the Witch King, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why is?" He looks over at Osei, he goes, "Why is the Witch King bowing to you?"
It's a long story. My king, please don't do this in front of everyone else.
Ganymede, like, he looks up, he looks at you, and he goes, You hold the magic of Celia. How?
Yes.
I mean,
How?
that's
My
magic
question,
it hasn't existed in thousands of years.
Yeah, I've heard. It's crazy how fast it happened. Kind of looks at his hands. Nevertheless, I didn't get this so very easily. The king trusted this power to me.
Wow. That's perfect. You're somebody who can power up the dream orb. We might actually be able to win this. Okay. Well, I guess you guys follow me. And he begins like leading you into this chamber of his, and it does not seem to be a bedroom of any sort. It does seem to just be a room that has like a giant artifact in the middle of it. Well, they call it an artifact. You guys all look at it. It's a big fucking cannon. Huge ass cannon. Size of like a building cannon. And the like cannon is like, you can tell it's magic powered, so you know that it is something, like it's not just a cannon, like it's not just some big ass fucking weapon, but you looking at it, you're just like, wow, that's a weapon of mass destruction. Like that's like a crazy thing to have. And on the top of it, you can see this like orb that looks as if it's supposed to contain something. And you guys walk past this cannon into a side room, to which Ganymede, goes in and goes to this like secret wall. He presses on it, it opens. After it opens, there's a series of runes on the wall that he presses in like a specific order, and then those runes cause the wall behind that to disintegrate. And then there is a like vault door, and he inputs the code on the vault door and rips it, like not rips it open, but like opens it like very hastily. And then when inside of that, there's like uh there's like this locked like locker kind of deal, and he inputs the code on that. You guys are watching him do this in real time, insanely fast. He spins the locker rotation, and then it opens the locker. Inside of the locker is a lockbox with a lock on it, and he inputs a code on the lock. And then inside of it is another box that he opens up, and inside of that box is this like giant, not giant, but like an orb the size of his palm, that has like it looks like condensed magic. It's condensed energy. Osei can instantly feel it's the same as him. This is the dream orb that Ganymede has in his hand.
Matryoshka chest.
Yeah, there's a, it's a big, you gotta keep it safe. It's a big deal, this thing. Well,
I pat Osei on the shoulder and say, well, get to it, I suppose, Osei.
yeah, normally it would be my power, but if I have to activate this, it kind of eats all my energy, eats all my magic. So I'm kind of decommissioned for a few weeks probably. Or if I do it too much or give it too much, then I die. I haven't died yet, so granted, I've only ever had to activate this thing once, so. But you, as somebody with dream magic, can power this efficiently for free. That's really fucking useful. So, Lord Osei, if you would not mind powering this dream orb up as I attach it to the key that Gaius gave me.
All right. Yeah, he takes a step forward, closing his eyes as he tries to, lock in.
Yeah. Roll wisdom for me. That's pretty good. You kind of like Rasengan charge this in his hand, like rapidly moving your hands around it so that you can coat it in enough magic to like power it fully all the way around. And you send your dream magic into it. And as you do, it's not too powerful, which is good. You actually want like a mid roll here, because if it's too much, then it doesn't break the orb or anything, but it like hurts Ganymede specifically. So like something like a 50 is actually pretty good here. And you fill it like perfectly. Like it's exactly enough energy. You don't overfill it, you don't underfill it. It's like exactly enough energy to be used to activate this artifact. And he brings you guys to the other room with him, as he begins climbing on top of this huge cannon to put this orb on the bowl on the top of it. And as he does that, you guys hear like a lot of mechanisms begin inside of it, like a lot of whirring, a lot of like shifting and moving. And he looks down at all of you and he goes, all right, well, it's really, I can't really believe that we have somebody that can, do that, but, we're still gonna need your help to end this fight. I So this cannon fires pure magic. This is the treasure of the library. It is known as the Big Bang Generator. Despite the name, it does not have enough power to reset the universe by our hands. Now, if we used the tool that originally powered it, that wasn't the Dream Orb, the original tool was the Heart of Solomon, which has been burnt out since the Numidia incident, then it would have enough power to do that. But, as it stands now, it's just enough power to rewrite a section of our reality, I guess. So, unfortunately, while we're under constant attack, it's gonna be a very hard thing to do. But we need to use this to clear the area we're currently in. Is there anything you guys need to do?
I rally us all in our eventual victory.
You rally everybody, which will give damage up. Outside of fighting, you will I'll say that you can all get like 10 strength as well from the rally.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, could okay, since it's relic rewrites reality, could it be used as a conduit for my world of forms?
Could that technically work? Can your character attune to magic? I guess technically, because of the dream corruption that you did unlock earlier, you could do that. That is... Wow, yeah. Roll a D100 for me. Okay. So, that roll is preemptive for if you want to try to do it. I won't tell you what that roll means or what it's going to do for now, but I will say that that roll is preemptive for if you want to try to do it. So I'll ask, do you want to attempt to do that? Some kind of combo move with it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. You bring this idea up to Ganymede, and you explain that you have a kind of equilibrium of nightmarish and dreamer energy within you, and that you have the ability to kind of replicate miniature versions of the Big Bang Generator. And you explain this to him, and he kind of looks at you for a second, noting that you're a scientist as well as like the, reputation that you have. But he's kind of like, I guess I allow it. Just because I feel like Lord Osei would keep you in company for good reason. So, yeah, go ahead and attempt it. We're gonna fire it when we reach the outside. I guess I forgot to say it, even though I'm pretty sure it was assumed that you guys are on a platform that's being lifted up with this thing since you powered it on. It's going to the top of the library, but since the top of the library was destroyed, it's just going to the like highest point that it can. And he looks at Lemisk and he goes, if you really think that you are capable of perhaps enhancing the powers of the Big Bang Generator, then be my guest. But I will warn you that, I mean, you being a scientist and not a witch does make this a very hard task to do.
Mm. Well, as I think about it, mull it over, I let my, I give the floor to my nephews. What do they think? What do you guys think? I I would appreciate your opinions.
Before we do all this, Blake, do you want to give back the Witch King's relic?
Yeah, we should probably get back the frost mask or whatever.
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. He like looks at both of you. He goes, "You guys have what?"
We'll talk about it later.
We can't just dodge the guys right in front of us.
There's Commissioner, you understand there's stuff going on right now.
The commissioner's not here anymore.
The commissioner.
What are we,
Commissioner's been gone.
am I tweaking out?
Yeah,
I
you're
thought we
big
were
tweaking.
supposed to give this back to the commissioner.
No, you're giving it to Ganymede, the Witch King.
I'm tweaking. I am truly tweaking. There's some stuff going on. I mean, there's clearly some stuff going on right now. We'll talk about this later, man.
I mean, yeah, but we're heading up right now. I mean, it's not like we're doing anything else.
All right. So we were on the train.
Uh-huh.
We didn't know. We were just trying to it just happened that the train was the heist train. And we actually stopped the heist. But then we realized, wait, maybe we shouldn't give this back to the bad guys.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
It's here now.
Yeah.
Is all that matters. And it's safe.
Yeah.
You know, the intention was not to keep it.
I respect that.
Just keep it away.
Yeah. Okay. And
I mean, Chronos, help me out.
Ganymede Ganymede walks over to you guys and he kind of looks at Chronos after you say that.
All of this is true.
Was
It was, I believe, one of your possessions that they were after.
It was
and
indeed.
I take them as from Lake. I'm gonna kneel and give it to him.
Ganymede grabs it, and he looks at you. He goes, "You don't need to bow. It's fine."
Yeah, you look a little bitch made.
That I wasn't gonna say it, but
I will.
yeah, that's you
know. As your commanding officer, I order you to salute instead.
Simply cannot recognize strength.
Yeah, you said, can you recognize the strength of this guy?
No, I said one
what I can't
recognize another strength.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I can't respect his strength. Okay, no out of like.
You can respect his strength without highlighting your weakness, Chronos.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you literally met me. I just woke up.
I mean, you're the Witch King. You had to have done something, right, to acquire that title.
I mean, I guess technically, yes. There's a great trial that takes place that determines the Witch King and the power of your magic and what you've done in combat and whatever.
Right, but Osei's stronger than you, right?
Osei is absolutely stronger than me. I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't question that. He's literally a walking god. He's stronger than everybody here.
God, yeah.
He's stronger than everybody here.
I wouldn't
also,
say
of all
that.
the people here, I care about kings the least.
Don't worry about it, Osei. I got you.
It's fine.
He's stronger than all you guys.
Yeah, he's stronger than you too. But yeah.
Well, while getting up, I'm gonna ask
Well-
Ganymede. Since you have your mask, I wondered, what does
Hmm.
it do?
The Snow Queen's mask. Well, neither of you used it, right?
No.
Good, because
Thought
that could
about it.
potentially have bad health effects. I mean, you're probably strong enough to wield it, but it's just not worth risking. For people that
Imagine it's a
don't,
purely
Thank you.
vanity item.
for people that don't have magic that attunes to it. But yeah, so it basically creates a ice armor around yourself that is perceived unbreakable. You don't feel pain while it's on. And so you can keep fighting. And keep fighting. And keep fighting. You become an unkillable beast while it's on. But it also freezes your body from the inside out the longer that it's on for. So it kind of exists for purposes, honestly, such as right now, where you would need to, like, fight many people on the battlefield. But we have the Big Bang generator. Actually have the ability to power it right now, so luckily nobody should need to wield this for right now.
Like a reverse microwave.
Yeah, actually exactly like a reverse microwave, except it covers your body. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, if we don't really need it right now, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I appreciate you guys giving it back, though.
Yeah, it was stolen from you, and
It
I mean,
was.
what the hell are we gonna do with it? So,
I mean, it's usable. I mean, it's not like you guys couldn't have chosen to use it. It's just a risky thing to use for, like.
Someone like Chronos.
Yeah. I pat him on the shoulder.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you know, it's.
Knowing Chronos, he would have stood on top of a tree and then used it.
He did save my life on that trip.
He saved your life?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It's easy to forget how capable some people can be.
That is a valid point that you bring up. That is a valid point. Well, we're almost to the top. When we get up here, Lemisk, you can try to, legitimate actual voice crack, by the way, very rare for me. Anyways. But yeah, when we get to the top, Lemisk, it is up to you to try to attune with the Big Bang generator if you can. If you can, then you get the luxury of firing it. After it is fired, this area will be kind of, well, the library itself should be fine, especially since we actually have, honestly, now that I'm seeing it from the, like, beyond where we're at, from up here, we have a great barrier casted right now. Huh. Yeah, our area, the library itself should be fine, but this blast could very well rewrite the chained lands. So
I only know one guy from the Chainlands anyway, and he fucking hates the place.
that's
I like the people, but I don't like the rulers.
well, yeah. Actually, Crosswise, I do know you.
Yeah.
I know of you. I don't know you personally. Not lore, but yeah, I know of you.
Fair.
You do
No
have.
offense, but I wouldn't remember you if you remembered me.
No, that's absolutely valid. I know that you have had a grave curse placed upon you from when you and Osei took a trip here about a year ago. Looking for, you were trying to research curses.
Sure, yeah.
But you have a friend that was helping us fight off this battle. And she actually managed to, how do I say this? she managed to set up an attack. She's currently getting troops ready for an attack on the floating city itself. Surprisingly.
That's good.
With like a lot of our like best magicians are out there. I'm assuming that you were told to help her here.
Yeah. I was sent to help her by a couple of her friends.
All right. Well, I would like to tell you that she is actually waiting for you guys. But I can gather that we are on a strict time schedule, so she is more so getting a like shadow army ready. She's getting something ready, like something prepared. Actually deeper underground than where we went. She's setting up a base of operations down there and getting stuff ready. We should be able to attack the Dreamer Society soon, but we still need some more time to prepare. But don't worry, this is all to say that she is safe. She's fine.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
All right. Well, now that we're here, Lamisk, go ahead and try.
Let's do this.
So the D100 you rolled was for the initial like you attuning to it, trying to attune to it. And you can, but we're gonna say that it's gonna require a higher check. So roll me wisdom and strength. Wisdom plus strength. But because you're doing World of Forms, you can also pay the 30 to do you can pay the 30 to get the plus 30 on that.
Bet. I charge up my. Can I key charge? No. That's okay. I charge up my magic. Well, what I believe the concept of magic to be as a scientist. And I try to use the learnings that I did when I learned how to use key in order to.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 252. That's a good roll. The cutoff. Yes, technically you could have rolled. There's multiple cutoffs, but the cutoff for you actually being able to do this was a 250. So good shit. So you sit there and kind of roll endurance actually as well.
Okay.
Just for when the blowback of this occurs to you. Holy shit, he takes it. What a monster. Okay, so you sit there in front of everybody and you look to the sky with both of your arms raised out. And as you look back down towards the canyon, you close your eyes. You slowly move your arms in front of yourself and place them upon the dream orb. Kind of like being told how to fire by Ganymede. And you open your eyes, and as you do, for a brief moment, your eyes open and they are all white before slowly they regain color. And your like iris and pupils come back. And everybody watches as a bright light radiates from around you and shines directly into this orb. And as this happens, you put all of your energy into channeling a great world of forms into this blast. And as you do, you pull back, pull both your arms off, and then like punch down on the orb. And as you do, a giant blast fires into the sky above the barrier that was placed by Deirdre and the Truth Seekers. And it shoots directly over it and onto the battlefield. If you guys had actually not just been chill with Deirdre, this situation could be a lot different right now. But the barrier is like extremely strong. So you shoot it, and when it lands outside of the barrier, it hits the ground, obviously blowing up in a radius around itself. It's a cannon. But as it does this, it like this prismatic like energy, kind of like when you guys saw the crack forming in the sky and the giant light shot down and everything. It's kind of that, but like way magnified, and it's like extremely prismatic. It's gold, it's rainbow, it's like an indescribable amount of energy, and it's an indescribable feeling of energy. Only Osei can detect that this isn't just dream magic. This blast is like the power of the dreamers, right? Like this artifact is not just dream magic, it is what it is of the dreamers, just in general. And this blast then forms into the sky with the pillar of light that is born from the initial hit on the ground, and it covers the entire sky in front of you guys, or above you guys, with this dark purple radiant light. And as this happens, you guys see cracks begin forming in the world around you, outside of the barrier that is being placed by all of the giant magic casters outside. And as this happens, you see these cracks form, and it begins breaking and breaking and breaking. But for some reason, you see the floating city is still in the sky, even though it should be kind of having to deal with the current situation. It is not abiding by the laws of reality. But the world of forms that you placed upon the blast now comes into effect, with the back half of the blast reforming the world around you. Lamisk, what did you want this to do? This world of forms that you channeled into it.
Who's on the island again?
What do you mean on the island?
I mean at the city. Who's on
the
there?
floating city.
Yeah, who's on there?
So up there is, you don't know. You just know that the floating city that's up above is that's the bad place. That's the evil guys sit there. That's all you know. You know that Hercules, the main guy, isn't there right now because he's currently attacking the White Lotus Society.
I want. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we'll start. We'll aim for the stars, and then we'll work our way down.
Okay.
Or what we can do with this. Can I go ahead and go ahead and convert these guys using World of Forms in this way?
You are rewriting reality in front of them. You can roll wisdom if it's a miracle roll. We'll see. Something will happen. I don't know if it'll be a full conversion, but something special will happen if you get a miracle roll and a wisdom right now.
Okay, let's go. Let's go down a level.
Okay.
All right. Can I rewrite their brains so that they think they are actually in the northern wind and not on the floating city. So then they leave the floating city.
That's an interesting choice. So you can make them perceive the floating city as a different destination, anybody that is up there. And they will yeah, I would allow that. You'd have to roll wisdom to see how strong the thing is, like how strong the actual effect is, but like that's allowed. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it does make them perceive that the floating city is the northern wind. Anybody that's living up there, but the blast of the cannon does not reach out to the like full extent of the floating city, nor does it reach out to the full extent of the chained lands, luckily. So it's only rewritten in the pocket of like that space that's being rewritten. And so only part of the floating city actually gets rewritten to appear as a different area. But because it's combining with the cannon blast that literally rewrites, you are rewriting half of the floating city to be as if it was in the northern wind.
Okay.
So it has like a physical implication. It's not just an illusion. And yeah, after this blast takes place, you see the world around yourself begin to reform. You see the Chainlands kind of like expands outward more to the east than it originally did, mainly because that area originally got eaten by the floating city as it became like part of itself. But you see it like start expanding out. You see a lot of the chains that were beginning to drag themselves away begin to like reform and like pull themselves back inward. And yeah, it's just a whole like everything changes. And yeah, reality is rewritten around you guys, and the battle itself ceases to be. The battle no longer exists, with a lot of the witches being back inside, and everybody that was originally fighting being at a different location that is unknown.
Look at the camera, and
you did turn the
I
cameras on last session. I actually remembered that. So they are on.
I don't say anything. I just poke my bottom lip out. I nod. Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Not bad.
Bad.
Roll wisdom for conversion off of that though.
Ain't that a miracle roll?
What is your miracle man at? So hold on, the Miracle Man 1 is a 99, then it was 98. It was 199. Then it's 98, 97. And then this is 96, 95, and then Miracle Man Mastered doesn't lower it, it gives a different effect. But yeah, so yeah, that is technically a miracle roll. Everybody perceives what just happened as if it was absolutely your power. And so therefore you get a lot of followers off of that. I gotta do some math real quick, actually. I gotta do some math. Hold on.
I'm doing numbers.
Roll a D100 for me as well. Raw D100. How did you get an 8 again? That would be like this. Then this. Okay, you get a ridiculous amount off of that. So you are going to get 40, no. Did I do that wrong? I did do that wrong. You're gonna go from 135 to, hold on, let me make sure that's not. Sorry, I'm getting diffed. Uh 135. Okay. So you get 85. So it is going to go from 135 to 220. Hold on. And plus 10 per 10 followers, so it's at 135. So hold on. So I will be adding 80 to all of your followers' damage. That is crazy. I will do that later though. I'm not gonna rewrite all of them right this second. Yeah, as this blast happens, you guys all have the ability to like begin descending again, to like leave the library, as you've witnessed reality crumble and then rebuild itself in front of all of you, eliminating this war that is currently plaguing. Although you do have knowledge that this war was more so like because it was a rewriting of reality and a displacement of all the soldiers that were originally here that weren't from the library. You know that like the attack will probably occur again. It just requires them gathering all of their troops again, so it's gonna take a while. And Ganymede like looks at all of you and he goes, well, you guys have somewhere to be now, don't you? Kinda did what we needed to do. Lemisk, great work. I really didn't expect that, especially not from somebody that isn't attuned to magic. Good job.
I got the concept.
You did that, you did. Alright. Well, I guess it's time for me to go down there and start rallying everybody together so that we can start training with Lilith and whatnot, so that we can attack them directly before they attack us again. If you guys have a mission to head out on, I would suggest now doing it. Sure, you guys will miss the fight that happens here when they come back, but I think we'll be fine for now.
I'll pray for your victory.
And I shall for you as well, Lemisk. Shall for you as well. But
You know, you can always swing by my church.
Actually might. You've proven very very strong, very capable. Maybe I will. But I guess we should descend now. And with that, he kind of like he just presses the button on the lift to make it start going down again. And you guys ride down. And upon making it to the bottom, you guys are allowed a little bit of rest here before heading out to find Graham in the next session.
Where Graham at?
Where Graham at? Where Graham at? I mean, so y'all do know that Graham is in. Y'all know that Graham is in like a quote unquote lost continent right now. Y'all know that he's under the water.
Yeah, he under the sea.
He's under the
I
sea.
hope he can swim.
I hope he can swim. Okay. Well, then that's
For the
that.
gram.
That's that. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we end?
Like and subscribe, guys.
Oh yeah, like that. Like and subscribe.
Sir W's.
Everyone like and subscribe for bi-monthly D&D content.
For bi-monthly. No.
Wait a minute.
We've
Really
been more
like
we've
so
been more
much.
consistent. It's just this campaign. We always got problems coming up. There's still other campaigns. It's fine. It's fine.
Bi-monthly
Yeah.
White Lotus Society content.
Bi-monthly White Lotus
Yeah.
Society content until it's
Maybe
over.
if you guys comment your favorite thing about the series, like the episodes might come a little quicker.
Oh,
Who
God.
knows?
Mm.
Maybe if life doesn't, if life would stop fucking all of us weekly, that'd be dope. Anyways,
Maybe if you donated to the Patreon. No, I'm just
yeah, true. Goodbye.